Before we start, if you are serious about trading, you need to watch this video until the end. Because at the end, I'm going to expose the one invisible mistake that makes traders analyze charts correctly and still lose money. Not because they're stupid, but because they don't understand what's really happening inside their own mind. Today, I'm going to show you how professionals analyze charts for buys and sells. But more importantly, why most retail traders sabotage that analysis without realizing it. Let's begin. Most traders think they are analyzing charts. They're not. They're reacting. They open the chart. They see a big candle. They feel urgency. And urgency kills structure. Let me tell you something uncomfortable. If your heart rate changes when you see a candle, you are not analyzing. You are gambling with extra steps. Real analysis is boring, structured, repeatable, emotionless. When I first started trading, my chart was full of indicators. RSI, MACD, moving averages, Fibonacci, volume. I felt smart, but I wasn't profitable. Because indicators don't give clarity. They give comfort. And comfort is expensive. Professionals don't ask, what does RSI say? They ask, where is price in the market structure? That's where real analysis begins. Before you even think about buying or selling, answer this. Is the market trending or ranging? If you skip this step, everything else collapses. Uptrend, higher highs, higher lows. Downtrend, lower highs, lower lows. Range, equal highs, equal lows. This sounds simple, but most traders ignore it. They try to short strong uptrends because it went up too much. That sentence alone has destroyed millions of accounts. The market doesn't reverse because you feel it should. It reverses when structure breaks. And here's something powerful. Trend is not opinion. Trend is evidence. You don't trade your feelings. You trade evidence. Now that you know the direction, you need location. Professionals don't enter in the middle of nowhere. They wait at key levels. Why? Because levels are areas where money was committed before. Support, resistance, supply zones, demand zones. These are not magic lines. They are footprints of big decisions. Imagine this, price drops hard from a level. That means sellers were aggressive there. When price returns, what happens? Sellers remember. Liquidity reacts. But here's the psychological trap. Retail traders get bored waiting for levels. So they invent trades. They enter because they want action. Trading is not about activity. It's about precision. Here's where discipline separates amateurs from professionals. Price reaches a key support level. Amateur buys instantly. Professional waits. Why? Because levels are interest areas, not guarantees. You wait for proof. Strong rejection candle. Break of minor structure. Momentum shift. Volume expansion. Confirmation is evidence. Entering without confirmation is hope. And hope is not a strategy. If you analyze only one time frame, you are trading blind. The higher time frame gives direction. The lower time frame gives precision. Example, daily chart shows uptrend. 4H chart shows pullback. 1H chart shows bullish break of structure. That's alignment. That's probability stacking. Most traders buy on a 5-minute breakout while the daily chart is in a downtrend. That's not courage. That's ignorance. When time frames align, probability increases. Not certainty. Probability. And that's enough. Let me destroy a myth right now. Perfect analysis does not guarantee profit. Even the best setups fail. The difference is this: professionals lose small. Amateurs lose emotional. Before every trade, ask, Where is my entry? Where is my stop? Where is my take profit? If you don't know all three before clicking buy or sell, you are not trading. You are hoping. Risk to reward ratio is survival math. Risk 1 to make. 3. Now you don't need to be right all the time. You just need discipline. And discipline compounds. Now we go deeper. Even if you follow all technical steps, you can still lose. Why? Because analysis is not only technical, it is psychological. Here's what happens. You take 2 losses in a row. Now price reaches a perfect support level. Structure is clean. Confirmation appears. But you hesitate. Because pain from previous losses is louder than logic. So you skip the trade. And it wins without you. That is emotional interference. Your brain is wired to avoid pain, not maximize probability. This is called loss aversion. Losing $100 feels twice as painful as gaining $100 feels good. So what does your brain do? It protects you by sabotaging opportunity. Here's another invisible killer. Ego analysis. You mark your level. You expect reversal. Price breaks through it. Instead of accepting invalidation, you move your stop. You add to the position. You argue with the chart. You're no longer analyzing. You're defending your identity. Professional traders don't defend opinions. They defend capital. There is no ego in probability, only execution. Remember at the beginning I told you there is one invisible mistake. Here it is. Most traders analyze charts to predict. Professionals analyze charts to prepare. Prediction creates attachment. Preparation creates flexibility. If you need to be right, you will suffer. If you prepare for scenarios, you adapt. Instead of saying, price will go up, say, if price holds this level and confirms, I buy. If it breaks, I wait. That single shift changes everything. You stop fighting the market. You start responding to it. Chart analysis is not complicated. Trend, level, confirmation, risk. But mastering it requires something harder than knowledge. Control. Control over fear. Control over ego. Control over impatience. Most traders don't fail because they don't understand charts. They fail because they don't understand themselves. If you want to win in trading, build structure in your analysis and discipline in your execution. Because money flows to the most emotionally stable participant in the room. If this video shifted your perspective, subscribe and turn on notifications. We don't chase hype here. We build edge. Empire Hustle TV. Fuel your mind. Build your empire.